Alright, ladies, welcome back. I did absolutely nothing from my last live stream, so we're gonna jump right back into this and get everything going. Okay, that one looked weird just because I was on the other side with the camera collisions disabled, but we'll get this guy going again. Hopefully he doesn't get hung up too many places. There's not much left for him to do. Actually, courseplay ain't gonna be very nice with it, so I suppose I'll just do this quick since there's not much left. But yeah, rainy day, nothing better to do, can't go outside and play, so I figured the heck with it. Let's just go live and continue working on Westby. Plenty of stuff to do here if I could get my mower to lower quick enough. And it is starting to get dark on the game part of it, and it looks like it's going to rain. So hurry through this field quick, get it baled, hopefully get the bales brought in before they get rained on too much, and keep chopping away at everything. This one's going to have to stay straight hay bales, run them just to make sure I get enough of them. Then possibly chop the other fields. Since I've been pushing with the dairy cows here lately, I've been trying to figure out what a good ratio is of my hay fields that I have to put towards bales and put towards silage. But then I got corn planting to finish up, and that will produce plenty of silage because I already pulled plenty of corn silage and filled the bunkers up pretty full. So, hey JB, how's it going? It's a pretty good day here. I can't complain too much. Colton, how you doing? Golly, I keep missing that. Such a delay to when I hit the button and the mower actually goes down. And it's not necessarily my game lagging here. It's more the mower is the issue with the RE8 tire mod I got in. It acts like it's slipping and then it gets traction and then it slips some more. Like that part of it right there. And slips a little bit more. And I don't know if the head's going down too far or what, but it's one of those little things I'm not too worried about at the moment. It's just this mower works a little different than most pieces of the equipment in the game. So with the REA tire mod, where it sinks into the ground, it just since he only got two main tires, hardly even looks at those back tires as tires, so they're gonna constantly sink. Oh, come on now. We'll try high gear once. As long as we don't stall her out too much, it should be fine. That seems to be working a little better. I just know this waterway is going to give me some troubles over here. It's a pretty rough one. I actually got some plans here. I probably shouldn't test something new on a live stream, but I seen it in the in-game mod hub. There's a dozer. Hopefully, I don't even have Terraform work in on this one yet, but hopefully at some point in time I'll be able to get Terraform to work, and you could actually come in here and or Terraform. You'd be able to come in here and smooth out these waterways a little bit better. or create them into a wider, functionable waterway. Ooh, Colton hauling cattle feed around. That sounds fun. You in a semi or tractor and TMR mixer? JB doing good. That's good to hear. Everybody's ready for spring. I know I am for sure. Yeah, that hole right there likes to get stuck in all the time. Almost as if like the tile got plugged or blew out right there, you know, and it's just constantly eating away at it. And in my opinion, the last update I had for my game really messed with my textures and distance textures. I should actually go back into my game XML and see if it changed anything. Because even like my decals, some of them are fine, but then you get the pixelated ones like this, which I know before I updated it, that decal was just fine. So I don't know. Every time they update the dang game, seems to fix one thing but mess up the rest. Should really turn that camera collision thing off. I like it, but I don't. Snake this one right in here. Try to get it just inside of the door so I don't snag it with anything else. Good enough for me. And I think I need to put the bigger tractor on that. But alright, so I had that stuff going on. Where's that tractor with the planter on it? That Magnum's the one I want to put on the merger. Get rid of that course. We'll put this way for right now. And put them on the merger. So that way I got plenty of power to... Well, no, I said hay bales. So the merger I have is just the base game merger. And it doesn't actually TED. So 1206 on that rake is the one I edited to TED and rake at the same time. So I can actually make hay bales. That's what I need to put. But oh, I can yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's personal preference. I did see some stuff about the DX11 and everything. And my system isn't near as good as most people playing this game, but it plays pretty fair right now, and they bother me to a point. I don't always look at the decals there and worry about it, but like that monitor was fine, so I'll have to look into that and actually see what I end up pulling, because I mean, my weak little system here at 15 FPS, as you guys can see up there, coming into a heavy hit area on the farm, it'll go down and whatnot, but I had plans on building a new system, but everybody knows the price of a new system, so I've been holding off for probably a year now, waiting to see what the market does, and we'll actually see if I can't get a new system later on this year, but that's one of those ifs. And I'm just going to test this out real quick. I know I'm going on the wrong side. Last time I tested, oh, wrong buttons. Last time I tested the seed tender, it didn't work with this planter, so it'll be interesting. I mean, it's all, the planter's the base game one, so I don't see why it wouldn't work. Alright. I messed up all my key bindings too, so that was a big one that I messed up on. Cover's open. That's just, I don't know. If I hit the F5 button, I mean, it should be going just fine, but alright, I'll have to look at that one off the stream sometime. See what the issue is with it. We'll just park it for now. I got a mess around this farm. And debating on whether or not to put it back in the shed. Probably should. Trying to keep my farmyard somewhat organized, but that's a little gets a little complicated sometimes. And the only reason I'm going to be, well, no, I don't need a switch. I could just, hopefully this tractor will make it. Hopefully. And then what I'll do is with course play, I'll save the course. Actually, I should have this one saved, but I'll just save the course and then put the big tractor right on the baler and start baling. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I have. Thought I did. Never mind. I don't have this one saved. And there it is. So I always start on center when I'm going to bale, so that way the baler doesn't actually get hung up on the bales that he's making on the end rows. So we'll just run this one right over. Hey, Pleasant View, how you doing? Random live, nothing better to do on a rain day, so heck with it. Actually, good time for you to jump in then. I mean, more your time schedule. We'll see how course play does with it. This tractor and rake. I don't know if it's going to work the best, but I could always go and grab the chain and pull them out then. That ain't so bad. Sounds like you're about done for the day. Pleasant view. Double check that he's starting at the beginning. I hear you, Frosted. That was actually a pretty bad storm that came through in my area also. Didn't last very long, but it hit pretty hard. Where did I leave that Magnum? 7000 series. There it is. Alright. I just got this field of bales to get picked up then too. Still, Frosted, that, I mean, I hear what you're saying. My end came through pretty quick, but you guys get any severe wind or rain with it? I shouldn't say wind, but any wind or hail, I guess. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I got to get cattle going here. If I want to fast forward through the winter so much to get everything reset to where I wanted it, it'd be a little better off money wise, but I need a somewhat of a fresh start on my cattle too. Well, at least no hail. The wind still sucks. Wrong buttons. Come on now. I gotta get myself straightened back out. Stayed up way too late last night at that concert. Yeah, I think I am gonna have to follow your word there, Frosted, and sell some milk. Maybe get enough money to place down a new shed for holding my extra bales that I got here. Crack a little energy drink. We'll be fine. I hear you, Frosted. I mean, working outside like that when it's raining nonstop, it's bad. And we're already what? Beginning of April, almost to the middle of April, and it's still cold, wet, raining. Can't get anything in the ground. And not watching what I'm doing. Yeah, that's pretty good. At least we don't have to worry about it too much in the game. I mean, yeah, you got to worry about it raining when you're harvesting and stuff. I run 3-day seasons, and it doesn't seem to rain near as bad when you got short seasons on. So maybe sometime I'll up it a little bit longer, maybe in the summer or something, and see if I can't get a good thunderstorm to roll in on the game or something like that. Oh, don't have it selected. There it is. And always selecting the wrong gears. Come on, get on there. Ah, Blizzard hay trailer. Does that one have auto steer or not auto steer? Auto load? I thought about putting auto load on the round bale trailer that Western Iowa and I worked on, but do I really need it? It's debatable. I enjoy this. I know it's not the best for stream content, but I enjoy bringing the bales in and everything, stacking them myself and whatnot. So I need to get some eye tracker head trackers, so that way I don't have to constantly turn my camera in game. Squeeze that bale in there nice and tight. Nope. Even though they fixed the bale physics somewhat, they're still not quite to the necessarily quite to where I thought they would be. But they work pretty decent right now. And I might have to go mess with that DX11 tonight to actually see if I can change it, because those bales don't look the best either. Oh, come on. At least Western made this bale spike run off the mouse too, so that way you can at least tip it and get them to come off if you go in too low like that. He did a great job with the bale spike and trailer. Tip it back forward a bit. Look up just a smidge. Ah, yeah. I even messed with that on the bale trailer that I got here with the cattleman's trailer from Western Iowa when I was testing it for him and messing around with it and whatnot. You definitely have to watch out for where you're loading them because, like I said, I run the big bale, so they do have quite a bit of mass to them. And I tipped that trailer over quite a bit. And then I even had a video, or I want to say it was a picture, of when I had two trailers hooked together and I unloaded the front trailer before I unloaded the rear, and it lifts the front one right off the ground. So it's quite comical. It See, Frosted, it all depends on how you play because I mean, I got that heavy equipment side panel from oh, what the heck? Yeah, Logitech, and it works really nice with the joystick on it to do everything. But then the way he scripted those, or the rear bail spike that I use, it's actually scripted through the mouse controls, which isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with it. But that way, I had the rear bail spike selected right now, and I can still run my front loader. That's why I like it so much. I just gotta remember to always switch my button around. I mean, the Logitech side panel is actually, I'd say, worth the money, but depends on what kind of gameplay you guys go with, because you might be beneficial to just buy joysticks instead. And I see a lot of people end up buying joysticks and getting rid of their side panel because depending on which joysticks and how much money you want to spend on them, you can have all your key bindings through the joysticks then too. And I do got a set of joysticks. They're on the cheaper side just to try them, see if I liked it or not before I buy the higher dollar ones. And I did enjoy using them. It's just a matter of getting used to them and remembering where you got all your key bindings. Big part. You know, one mod I haven't tried with the REA tires yet is that dirt bike mod. I wonder how that would work with I'm sure the REA tire mod isn't even going to register it because it's such a narrow tire. Depending on how the mod was scripted in and built and everything, I guess. But that would be pretty interesting to see if I could go anywhere with it. And the 1206 looks like it got stuck. I just seen the little helper whatever is stuck on an object. So I'll have to go check on him here quick. Then I'll get some things to sell milk. Actually, what I'm going to do is use the semi from the other farm and just get a trailer. So that way I don't have to spend a buttload of money. Because I don't really on either farms, I got too big of a loan to really keep adding to it. That $10 million loan mod there, it was awesome to use, but then you forget about how big a loan you got, just like real life. Until they come knocking on your door and asking for a payment, you're like, oh yeah, I'm good, I'm fine. Then all of a sudden they want their money back, and you're like, hi. All right, let's go see what he's got going on. Oh, ended up in the weeds. Thanks, Courseplay. Appreciate it. Oh, come on. Alrighty then. I'm going to have a. And I think it was under miscellaneous. I think. And then we just run right over and put her on the tractor. That was another wrong button. Which one was it? Left shift T. That wasn't it. Oh well. There's a button to hook the chain up to itself. I don't know why it's not showing up. Interesting. You just got to get it somewhat close to the tractor you want to hook it to, and then I'll have to get out and put a tow hook on it and then hook it up. It throws a little fit here and there because I wasn't able to hook it up to the tractor that I got it on, so. I'll hit Z. And then there's some other little buttons. Oh golly. That's where it wants to hook, so whatever. It'll work good enough for me for right now. If I can get back far enough to hook it up. Okay, so should have messed with this quite a bit more before I did it on a live stream. Oh well. That's what it was. Keypad 5. Frosted, use F12 to get money. I'm trying to play somewhat realistic, so I try not to do that a whole lot. But yes, JB, it is called Power Tools, and it has that. And there's a bunch of other mods out there that have plenty of all that stuff in it, I should say. Okay. I had no problem with this before. I don't know what the issue is now. The heck am I doing wrong here? I don't want to unmount. I just want to hook the chain up to it, and it's not even giving me the option anywhere to do that. Going the wrong way. It's probably unstuck by now already. Oh, wrong button. I'm just having a heck of a time right now. And she goes back into it. So turn that back on, attach by hand. Now I should be able to jump around and attach. The chain. Nope. Cute. Whatever. I'm over it. I'll mess with it some other time. I can probably get this tractor out now. Oh, no. Never mind. What about going forwards? Epic failure. Sorry about that one, guys. That's my bad. I didn't even realize there's another crick down here or something. So we're just gonna try to get back out of the trees over here. It ain't got no gas in it. Could be. Okay, where was I at? Come on now. You're just fine. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, works for me. So now to drop this towing chain somewhere where I remember I put it. Oh gosh. I know what I was doing wrong. I didn't even... Yeah. I should have went back to the towing chain and lifted it up. And then put it over there. That's what I messed up. My bad. I have, Trevor, and in my experience doing it map base, I didn't enjoy it because you can't wrap since you won't be able to produce straw or not straw, like, since you can't produce grass bales, you can't wrap them into silage bales. So if I ever wanted to wrap bales, doing it on the map level, you couldn't. So what I actually ended up doing, Trevor, and you can see right here, Courseplay running it. But I got this rake. It doesn't have the effects and everything on it. I never went back to it to double check and fix that. And Courseplay's being dumb. But what I did, Trevor, was I made this rake that works as a tedder. Hey, Colton. Um, so yeah, with that working as a tedder there, then you are able to, excuse me, I just, no, there, what the heck. But yeah, you turn it on, set it down, it works as a tedder and a rake all in one, and like I said, I don't have the particle effects working. When I tried it, it turned it into a tedder stupid thing, so I need to turn it back to a rake, but I never did. But it works the way I want it to work, so technically you have to have, and then you'd be just fine. And there we go. That's what I was looking for. I'm gonna put this so I don't forget that that's the working with of that one. Because I do have a merger, and if I did the merger, it'd be a completely different working with, and that's the one I use when I want uh, grasslage. So if I'm gonna chop it, I'd use the actual merger. And I think these bales are 9,000. I can't. Don't quote me on that. Out of this baler. So I'm gonna let them run the first one and see what happens and what they get up to, because I think I'm gonna fast forward here once they get the bales made, and it's supposed to rain, so therefore they're gonna deteriorate just a little bit. But I gotta finish checking my fields to see what they need to be sprayed. So I think that's the next step, is to just let these bales get made and then go right into spraying again. He's going to freak out for a bit here, and then by the time that rake comes back around and does his headlands, everything will be cleaned up for the end rows, and the baler will pick them up then too. The bales like to roll off of this field, not necessarily right here, but the next hill over. They like to roll down towards the bottom, so I'll have to go hunt for them a little bit. But yeah, Trevor, if you want to, you can try editing the XML of a rate to make it TED also, or on my Facebook page, you click the play game button. I'm pretty sure it's the Kuhn TED, I think is what I saved it as. Don't quote me on it, but it's up there, so everybody can have that option. I absolutely hate TED in game. It just drives me nuts, so this one helps out a lot. Check my map once for weeds. Double check everything over here. My little piece of heaven on this side. Oh, come on, just load. Really, it should just be this field here. And I see where the planter or somebody went through the grass on that one too. Huh. Those weeds are dead. No weeds, no weeds. All my grass fields need to be plowed, so I should do some rotation here this fall and plant some different ones. But then you come swing over here. Yeah, these fields are all weeds. so I'll have to get down there. I got to get that planter started again. That field is all weed. Even be planted. That one was. And then, all right. One last check on growth. I'm just still testing that field 7 right there to see if it ever goes up to ready for harvest, but I doubt it. All right, this bale, 9,000 liters. All right, just remember that, guys, 9,000 liters. So if it rains, we at least know. The guy doesn't even like. That's weird. Giants are so worried about finding a rolling hill area in the Midwest and couldn't find anything but flat. Uh-huh. And your guy can't even walk up a steep hill. That's cute. Alright, so I'm just gonna take this one over to the other farm, the blue farm, and burn through some weeds over there quick. And then I can fast forward into some barley harvest. And on the red farm, at least for barley harvest, or once I'm done with the barley, that field needs it. Missed one. But yeah, once I get done with the barley, I got to turn right back around and get the corn planted in there, and it would be an early number corn, so it doesn't take as long to grow. So I can have it chop it as silage right away. And away we go. I kind of wish we had a Haggy in here. If we had a Haggy, then I won't have to always turn around to look at everything. Oh, that's the buffer strip. Okay. I was wondering why I wasn't getting the weeds all the way to the edge, but that's the buffer strip in there, the grass. Parts of the contour and everything. And the sprayer doesn't have care wheels on it. I don't know, it kind of adds realism in for when you're doing the stuff that's drilled in, like beans and barley, wheat, and all that. You make a path your first time through it, and then the next time you spray it, you just best not to go off of that path. Alright, I gotta remember which way is which. Alright. And as long as I keep it in the center, I should be able to hit the strip all at once. And I don't even know if this one has the section control. Maybe I should mess with that a bit. And I can move the wheels. Interesting. I don't need to go any more than what it already is now, but I guess I gotta look up to see what my key bindings are for that section control. So I'll do that up here before I start this next strip. I honestly haven't even played with sprayers a whole heck of a lot. I know I will once the oh god, what is it? Precision farming. Once that comes out on the 20, doing a lot more with the spraying. That's too far.
Sprayer application rate. That's in there? Interesting. Oh, you gotta deactivate and then activate? Oh. Alright, so I think I'm just going to do my right key. That one needs to be delete. Wait, yeah. I just want to do my right and left keys for right now to deactivate them and see what happens. Better save them. Okay, that's
Should have done. This is also going to mess with things, but oh well. Mm. What keys do you guys use for the sprayer stuff? I mean, anything good, special? I don't even know what they were left at. If I go all the way down, does it turn them back on? No, it doesn't. Dang. So I do have to put something else back in there to reactivate them. So that means, we'll go like this. That was the right side, right? Nope. Left side. This is the right side. Now I need to double check that my keypad 7 and 9 are not on anything else. Which I'm sure it is. Yeah. I already got my gears saved to something else. Alright, Frosted. Now you ready? We'll reactivate them. Turn that one back off. There we go. Now it shouldn't be too wide. Lower the sprayer down. Figure out our width. Oh. I think I need to change sections yet, but that's closer. At least you're not spraying routing up, killing the buffer strip. But I didn't even look. This will be the kicker. Does it actually save our spray? It does. So you're actually using less spray then too, and I think I could go one lower. And then I just have to reactivate it up here. So once precision farming comes out, I think it'll do that by itself if you have everything set up. But I can see I'm leaving some weeds on the right side. It's just a little interesting to mess with, especially since I haven't. And I've looked into the XMLs on sprayers a little bit to see how it's done, and it's not that bad to figure out on how the sprayer sections work. So I'm sure I could figure it out. But this sprayer works for me right now. I'm just going to keep using it. And just got to watch out for the traffic on Westby. They like to not look for farmers. All the joys of driving a sprayer. I don't know if the cars on here would even fit under you. I'm not going to try because who knows what the collisions are on the sprayer. But you never knew you could turn the sections off there, Frosted? Is that what you're saying? Because Hear me out. They got to be set up right. If you're using a mod, they got to be set up right. But the base game sprayers should have section control on them. And it all depends on how they're set up through the XML and GE on what sections get shut off when you push it. So, like I said, I haven't messed with it a whole lot. So the bigger sprayers might have more sections than the smaller sprayers, but I could be wrong with that too. So I don't really want to say a whole lot. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's kind of a nice little tweak. They're starting to go a lot more immersive with all their stuff. And I know back in 19, if you knew how, you could look at if you knew how to look at the hidden game files, like I know a couple people did. They found the gearbox back in 19 that they were working on, and it just never got finished in time for the release of 19. So then it came in 22. That was a nice addition. Section control's a nice addition. We'll see how the precision farming comes through, and I don't know if anybody knows. If you guys do know, do they plan on updating the AI when they push out the precision farming? Because they said they were going to be working on the AI helpers throughout updates and whatnot to the game. So it'd be interesting to see what updates they push out for that. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know if the game knows what it's doing, but that was never my field, so don't hate me for it. Colton, do you play on PC too, or you on console? Oh yeah. Before I do all this, I better switch things around. Da 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 da. Okay. So trying to keep the money separate and whatnot gets to be a pain. Wait a second. Who left the bale down there? Interesting. Ah, yeah, Colton. So I don't use the in-game helpers like at all. So it'd be nice to see them get that updated and coming around more. And I'd like to actually be able to use them a bit more, but with our modded maps on the PC too, if the mod or the mapper doesn't make everything right, they don't always work. So I have auto drive and course play to help me out in that part of it. And I wish Giants would just go to the course play boys and be like, "Hey, make our AI better," because they got it figured out. That button. We'll just put our seed boxes over there for right now. Pallets. Or should we'll do big bags. And then I also need liquid fertilizer. We'll do two of them because I got quite a few fields to plant over here. And yeah, it's not perfectly realistic there. I get it, boys. But hey, it's like they delivered them and put them in the weeds like they always do. So What are you playing on there, Colton? Are you on Xbox or PlayStation? And I should say, what version of the consoles? The new ones or the old ones? And hey, they made the textures a lot better. I like that planting texture. I just wish they would have left more stubble in there. Or more visible stubble, I should say. Because you get close, there is stubble. But not like they're, I guess, us Americans don't till the ground to nothing. We don't plow every single year. I should say deep plow. They rip and chisel plow, but it's completely different than a mobile plow. Yeah, Xbox is still my.
I actually have a console, and it is Xbox. Yep, I hear you. I didn't even move up to the next system either, and as of right now, I don't plan to. But prices of everything going back down, I might just have to buy one for a few of the games that I play with my friends. Because I seen COD was coming back out with Modern Warfare 2. That was actually the one that got me going on Call of Duty pretty good. And then obviously Zombies and whatnot and Black Ops and the first Zombies was can't even remember which Call of Duty the first Zombies were. Uh oh, I hit that button too soon. Get out of the trees. I don't know, Colton. I saved my money up a lot there for a while to buy my first PC. I shouldn't say saved. I just procrastinated on buying it. That when I finally did go to PC, it was well worth the trade for the farming game. I'm not gonna say I don't have a lot of my friends that have gone to PCs yet, so I don't play with them a bunch, but I have made new friends on PC to play with. So I try to tell everybody that's either on the fence or anything, it'd be a good idea to go PC because then you could get all these mods and everything that you see everybody playing with, and you get to dive in a little deeper to farming. Ooh, we're gonna get full width on this one. The little bit of dock they're gonna give me for the weeds, is it actually even worth it? I don't know, but here we are. We're doing it. Yeah, the cross-platform is pretty nice. You're just still limited to which mods are available for it, and the modders actually have to make the mods that are available for it then. But it's a start. I'm gonna say it's. I'm gonna say FS22 was a really good start on finally listening to the community and working with the community to make this game full potential of what they had. And Calypso, I agree with you. There's so many computer games I never even heard of, and still until I started buying a computer, and I'm like, oh wow, there's a bunch out here. But at the same time, I was honestly just talking to one of my buddies, and he said the same exact thing. Like a console, it's great for the younger people who don't want to mess with computers. You could get into some trouble on a computer pretty quick and have to pay somebody to fix it or figure out what you did wrong. Where a console, it's just flip the restart and hope you don't get the red ring of death. But I don't know. Everybody has their own opinion on it all, and you're more than welcome to your own opinion. So I just I ended up buying a nice steering wheel and pedals and everything, and I was into some iRacing there for a while, which I got to get back into the iRacing. I miss it. I just don't have much time for it, and honestly, I got tired of buying literally everything on iRacing. You want to switch up a little bit or better cars or whatnot. Oh hey, $20 for this car. Oh hey, you want a new paint job? $30 for that. But they do have iRacing does have quite a few good free content cars and everything. I'm just like I said, procrastinating all the time. So I haven't renewed my subscription to it, is what I should say. You, Colton, are you over the road trucker? So you sleep in the truck? Ah, I never did get into Flight Sim yet. That's one of those games that I've been thinking about. That's a whole nother community. I've actually talked to a guy that modded for it and streamed it for a while there, Calypso, and I should just do it sometime because it sounds fun. But are you on that? Which one is it? Microsoft Flight Sim, or are you on a completely different game than that? I guess I don't know what's all out there for it anymore. I don't like the way the camera feels on that either.
The indoor camera worked better, but I can't see where my marks are then. I should really just be using GPS. I didn't even think about it when I leased the dang sprayer. I should have put GPS on it and made straight lines. Then it would be really easy to come back to. I know I missed some back there on the very beginning, and no, it doesn't bother me right now, but huh, I didn't know that tractor was there plowing that. Interesting. Hopefully it's about done or is done, so we'll have to check on that one too. Was this field full of weeds? I think it was. I know I planted this field's wheat, and I planted it really late. It's actually on fifth growth stage. That's not bad at all. And then this is corn stubble, so of course that's all weeds. All right.
Double check the map, make sure I got everything. We're down here. So these should turn, that one should turn brown. That isn't planted at all. He's planting there. Wait for the ding. Alrighty.
I wonder if I can send that back since I'm contractor. No, I can't. We'll leave it right there. We'll send it back when we get to the other farm. And he's done. Perfect. Clear course. And what other ones did I need to get plowed down here? Just that wee little bit there, but I'm not going to mess with it. That one needs lime, which I'm also not going to mess with it. We'll just let the planter go over here. He's got a little bit more to go. Oh, that's the one that needs to be plowed.
The big field I was just taking in the sprayer. And I'm waiting. There's rumors going around that there'll be some good, decent sized chisel plows coming out. Nothing crazy big, but the older style. Not a disc ripper disc. I mean, like an actual real chisel plow. And I know Pleasant View has a few out there also, but I don't have them on the save. So this is what I'm stuck with right now on the ripper. And I remember what I gotta do. I recorded this course a while ago, so I gotta get rid of a few edges, but I'm gonna have to watch courseplay pretty closely on it because I don't want them ripping up this waterway. But I widened this field a little bit, so.
Um, that one. And we are going to do perfect. Make sure he's not overlapping. Alright. And golden. Alright, so now the big thing with courseplay, when you hit the plow so they can create their own field, you just gotta watch them because they like to go a little crazy. And they might glitch out to the point where they go across the entire map creating a field and you're like, oops, didn't mean for that one. I know we're good for a while here, so I'm just going to click save quick. Let him do his thing. And when course play's going, you can't deactivate like you could back in 19. I could just deactivate, limit the fields and everything while he's still going. So I'll have to stop him, then deactivate it, let him go again type thing, and then reactivate it when I want to. But this is also
The part where they make their round edges for the turns. This is when I come in and round the edges then too with the grass, so I never have to worry about it, and then it actually looks pretty good too when you.
we don't need to actually plant the grass in either. Good enough for me.
And I thought I widened it out a lot more to the left here, but I guess not. That's wearing pretty good. I don't like that it wears that much. You're actually not going to lose that much paint. What are my settings set at though? Hard. Alright, where's the dirt? Dirt slow. Interesting.
It must be the wear level that's set in the XML according to the workers, so Clip. So that one's kind of touch and go. I know there's a few Lua script guys out there working on a few things that run in the tractor. I can't remember who it was that just created it, but they're having the scale like from 19 to work in the tractor for say like an auger wagon and stuff, so you can see the fill level from inside, and you'd actually be able to turn your HUDs off and be able to see your fill level. So technically, I'm not going to say no, but I don't know how to do it, and I don't know if it will be made to be a GPS screen inside the tractor like real life. But it would definitely be possible with the right people behind it. You just have to get Watson made the GPS, right?
If I remember correctly, you'd have to get his source code to be able to put
On a screen, so to speak. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm not even paying attention. Did we rip through that waterway yet? I was looking at stuff on my phone. No, the waterway should be coming up. And this is where I stop him. We deactivate that because I know he's going to get hung up on that tile stand anyways. I should really go through and fix that. But like I said, procrastination at its best. I would like to have seen Tired Iron and MB Farms put them in as the mailbox collisions so you could knock them over and then they set back up every time you reload the game. But at the same time, you're not supposed to hit them in real life anyways, so you know, to each their own and everything, but and I know this field's going to need lime too, but I don't plan on it. I plan on putting soybeans over here, get a nice crop rotation in. I know I'll have to paint this corner. This corner's pretty sharp. Let's see if I can do it before he gets to the waterway. Haha, I win. Now I'm just turned it off and
let him go. Oh yeah, we're good.
he looks alright. So the one thing I need for this farm is tender trailer. Where did he put them? Dinez Farms made some that work for fertilizer and herbicide. I shouldn't say made, but he edited. My mouth is just going crazy right now, but I can't even think of where they're at. They're under the liquid. No, it'd be fertilizer right there. Sorry, guys, I had a brain fart. I thought I had them in here. These. And what does that hold? Alright, it holds over 2,000, so I'm going to have to get the bigger one. And yeah, I'm going to buy it. Might as well. Huh. I wish we had the black Iowa license plates in here. The black part of them all look good, but get back to the other ones that I had. Alright, good enough, good enough. And bye. I don't know if you guys heard that little noise that it made, but that means it spawned it where the last time I had the store delivery thing. So hopefully it's not stuck in a tree somewhere, but I'm sure it is. Where's my bag corners? You know, Calypso, I toss and turn about it because there's so many good mods, systems, features coming to the game that offhand I don't see anything that I would really like added more, I would say. But like the terraform, that's a great idea. But the last time I put it in, it threw a fit and didn't want to work properly with all the other mods I have running. So it's kind of one of those give or take. And then on some mod maps, since it's not out, the source code and everything's not out to the public yet because it hasn't been fully released. That's another situation where it's kind of like do I use it or do I not? I know the people that do play with Terraform absolutely love it, and they say it works way better than the landscaping tool that Giants have in the game. But as far as that goes, it all depends on what kind of gameplay you do, what style. Because there's so many different styles. Some people play literally you're just trucking like ATS. Other people like me play strictly farming, and then other people play the mining, which I did get into that side back in 19, which I had a lot of fun with the guys on that part of it. So my biggest thing with FS, I just like optimization to the game. That's all I'd ask for is that they optimize the game and make it not so demanding. But at the same time, I could just get a better PC and not really complain about it a whole lot more then. So, to answer your question, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that I'd have to get it. Oh, yeah, yeah. I take that back. I want unit convert so bad. I wish Thunder was still around to do it. I want to see literally everything in pounds and bushels. I wish when we got a chance to pick, we'd be able to say we're going US and everything would go US then. Your bushels, your
Pounds, all that. So we got rid of liters completely. That's the only thing I want to see come in that isn't already, or that isn't coming.
Yeah,
I hear you, Calypso, and
I could.
well, actually, I do have.
Tabs open. Let's see if this even pops up. It's Alt R. I don't know if you guys will see it or not. It did show up top right corner, and my little 1050 is struggling. But right there you got CPU and GPU, and my CPU's up probably because I'm streaming.
Because normally she's at like maybe 10 to 20% when I'm just playing. If I'm running a bunch of other stuff,
That's different, but
that's what I'm getting at. And Frosted, I honestly thought about downloading Elk Mountain to play on it just before I started the stream. Thinking about it, I need to go through my mods folder actually and clean it up and get it to the point where I got just farming mods and then terraform mods and stuff.
but excuse me, I'm still on Westby all the way through for now.
So
I
I want to use terraform, whatever it's called on Westby,
like say go out.
out and do fall waterway work and everything. Level out the waterways, clean them up, and move some soil around and whatnot. But that's another time. Actually, you know what? Oh, I got. What do we got for?
Planting and everything because I want to do some fields of soybeans.
But I don't need to worry about that because I can plant soybeans a long time here. Probably be harvesting them.
Got in this late, but uh, all right. So the month of April, I'll have 3 days. So actually, my wheat and barley will not be ready for a long time. I need to speed up time.
Time. I'm trying to think. What do I got to take care of on the red farm? Nothing. Cows should have enough food.
Me on that. Should.
Terrafarm 4.0. Eh, and see Frosted like back in 19 I was with 4MR and his mod group and everything, and we were doing the mods to do all the mining and the road graders and the dozers and all the excavators and stuff. And he's currently working on getting a lot of his mods converted over from 19 into 22 to work with Terrafarm. And that would be where I'm going to get my mods because it's the smaller scale. So, I mean, those one I picked up to
Oh boy. Where the heck was it even at? Miscellaneous, I'm guessing. So this is the one I seen off the in-game mod hub, the D6N. And it's not that bad, but a lot of times you didn't put a ripper on a 6N. This is your finished dozer. I've actually ran them in real life for finished projects. And this is the size of stuff I want to use. So if they got it working good with Terraform, whatever, I would use it. But like I said, I didn't even put Terraform in here. And then this is 4MR's D6T. And this is the bigger hog that I'd take out there and just use for the cleaning up waterways and everything. So that's kind of style I want to use. And I agree with you. They have some nice mods in there, but then again, just to show you that east end dump that I converted, that was also 4MRs, and I thought I picked up why can't I think of his name right now? I worked with them a little bit, but they converted the expendables belly dump. So I got this one that you see from a lot of my 19 videos, and then the Fonty low boy. Ooh, I forgot about this. Wait a second. I thought it had a carriage to move the sprayer around. Yes, it does. Huh. I know what we're doing next, boys. All right, I got to get some lime on this anyway, so that ain't a big thing. Um, where'd that trailer go? Hi. What's that other one cost? I'm running low on money. I know I can get more loan, but this one will be cheaper, so this is the one we're going to use. And hope it works. It should work. It's got a big enough trigger box back there. Uh-oh, I forgot about that too. All right, before I forget.
That's got to go away. And since I made it go away, that means I got to send this to the dealer. And I'll send back that plow.
Even though I leased it way too long the way it is. Yeah, Frosted, that belly dump is public. For the life of me, I can't remember who released it. Give me 1 second here, Frosted. I'll help you out real quick. Just bear with me, guys. I'll do one thing so you're not sitting on a blank screen. All right, give me 1 second. Frosted, it's smokes chop shop is what it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you. Come on. Turn off game capture, turn on display capture real quick. And that's what we got. So there you guys go. With my screen ain't right. But you can see it. God, I love Streamlabs. Sometimes it's just annoying. Sorry about that, guys. But he released the low boy and the belly dump, and you can hook them together. So that's why I was thinking Frosted 2. That would be great on Elk Mountain there. He's got a long ways to go, and he's done, but stuck on a bale. Yeah, we ain't worrying about that right now. I gotta get back to my semi. Focus. One thing at a time. Alright, then I'm gonna send this one up to the co-op quick. Yeah, no, wrong. Yeah, one right there. And away you go. Now, one thing I gotta do because I'm getting tired of switching through everything. Oops. He's in the hole. Maybe I should just go sell the milk, but no. And because I have my clutch pressed when I hit auto drive, it likes to freak out. So now I can flip through just... No? Oh boy.
Oh, that's what I did. Go back to Blue Farm.
Where's that big tractor? And rent a spreader for lime. Oh yeah. We want row crops. It holds pretty... No, no, that's distance. It does hold pretty good amount, so... I'm just gonna lease it.
We'll get all the lime spread today.
And honestly, this is just the Giants New Holland quad track here. I do not like it. They did not make it so it flexes. It's so annoying to me. So it gets hung up in ditches and whatnot really easy. But here we are. So I'm going to send him back to Farm 2. Oh, come on. You're just fine. I guess I got to get him up here a little bit farther. And then where's... I'll have to wait for that tractor to get up there. I should have just drove it myself, but... Get the truck out. Yes, it's the Chevy. No, I can't remember where I picked this one up from either. And we'll finish
Filling it up out of that little liquid fertilizer. Hopefully be...
off of this tree. And then I'm going to send it up to the... Huh. Alright, I'm going to cheat here a bit, guys. Don't look. Power tools incoming. Alright, now you can look again. I'm done. What I thought I was done with. uh, hey H, how you doing?
Doing, man?
Oh, I know it was random as heck. Don't hate me for it, H. And don't yell at me for using power tools. I'm getting annoyed, very annoyed. And he's also gonna hate me or yell at me for RE8 tires too. Oh, Frosted, don't need no Chevy. Yeah,
Come on, man. They're all good. Okay, maybe not, but still. I tried.
seriously? Get the hell out of here, man. I've never had one get stuck that bad on the rock. F you. That's so strange. I've never had a truck actually go this bad for me with REA tires. Usually I could reset, or not reset it, but use super strength, pop it out of the ground, and it walks just fine then. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'll try something here though. Oh sure, works for auto drive, but not me. Oh, where are we at in the chat? Hey Colton, welcome back. Um, H, yeah, yeah. I always forget what time it is, especially since I messing around the last few days and whatnot. It's actually relaxing. And then oh Frosted, come on now. I bet you if I went in and looked, the modder didn't even make these tires mud tires. I bet they're street tires. And yes, there is a difference. Don't tell me there isn't. Oh crap. Come back here. I don't know if I switched that right. No, I didn't. Oh, this is going to get nasty. So, about this truck, guys, I forgot to tell you. It it can go like 150 mile an hour, and I forgot to lower that down for auto drive. As you can see, I already set the cruise control to only 60, but I forgot to lower that for auto drive. So yeah, she's gonna be a spaceship going across the sky if I don't turn this down. And just so you know, Frosted, I'm not one or the other. I like all three born and raised in America trucks. I didn't say made in America. I said born and raised. There's a difference. But I'm going to buy what I can afford in real life myself or whatever type thing. I just, I don't know. The new Chevys bother me with their front end. The GMCs, the new GMCs don't look bad. Dodges, yeah, I'm okay with the Dodges. I don't necessarily like the new ones, especially the 3/4 ton ones. But then you go to Ford, and if I wanted to buy um almost $100,000 truck, yeah, it would have to be a Ford, in my opinion, because they look the best for the price of what they are right now. But otherwise, I couldn't tell you. I'm not even in the market to buy a new truck, nor do I want to be. Because if I'm going that expensive, I'm probably just going to go out and buy a used Peterbilt and just go with it, you know? Night Wolf. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I know, Frosted. They don't look the best at all. And I don't know, I go back and forth. Like I said, H, I'm not one or the other, but I do drive a second gen Dodge right now, okay? We'll leave it at that. But if I was to go out and buy a brand new truck, like I said, probably spending 100 G's or close to 100 G's on it, I'm just going to go out and buy a Peterbilt, make some money off it, find somebody to that wants to drive it for me and make money. Oh, I'm right there with you too, H. 15 to 19 Chevys were like, in my mind, some of the best looking trucks that Chevy had for a long time. If I could go back, I want a Cat Eyes. You guys tell me, what years were the Cat Eyes? Were those the '03 to '06? Was that the Cat Eyes? I guess I'm out of money, so that's all the lime I'm gonna get. Oh, that's cute. Did anybody tell uh Devo about his fill plane coming through the tarp? Just wondering. Send you back. Grab a loan because I need to get fertilizer yet. Rape that. Uh, excuse me, didn't say that. Smack the crap out of that spacebar button. On the side of the road for Ford. Man, I had a buddy of mine buy a new 7.3 Power Stroke, and I'm not saying what he did to it. Everybody knows what they do to it, but let's just say it's one of the fastest trucks out there for minimal amount of money. All right, yeah, that's what I was wondering, H. So yeah, if I could find a nice clean cat eye Chevy, I go back a few years for it, but I'm still gonna pay it. Oh, I didn't know that one, H. That's news to me. I guess I don't pay attention a whole heck of a lot, but that's fair. To each their own. So I mean, turn. Typical. I still can't even remember. Let me see if I can. All right, never mind. I know which truck this is already, and I'm not gonna say. It's just not. I gotta edit most of my stuff to work with REA tires and everything. So when I do that, I edit the width of the tires and the mass and whatnot, so that way it functions better with that particular mod. You know, to go off of that, Frosted, they tried bringing back the '50s front end. Chevy tried, and then they go, "Oh, hey, let's just make it like a Tesla truck too at the same time." Here, and they should have just either gone with the full '50s look of the front end or left it the way it was. They should have never tried to bring the '50s look into the 2000s, in my opinion. I know a lot of people say different, but my biggest thing with the Chevys also, I'm not a fan of their interior. So with that being said, there's some things on it too that bother me and that would keep me from buying one. I'm just going to whip this little section out here so that way I don't have to deal with courseplay being dumb. And then we will get to spreading some lime and whatnot. Because I think, let me double check. I always forget. Soybeans can be planted. All right. I might switch right over to soybeans then and do that field to my left full of soybeans. Oh, Nightwell, if you're saying that he didn't even make it for 22, I thought he made it for 22 or brought it out himself. I could be wrong, so thanks for clearing that one up. Yeah, the fill plane part on it. it wouldn't be too much of a fix. You could actually simply do it by turning down the fill level, I think, in 22, can't you? I haven't messed with fill planes a whole heck of a lot. I know you got to take them back into Blender to make them perfect, but it's annoying too. Calypso, there, the REA tires is, for me, I enjoy it. It makes it a little struggle. But with that being said, I have edited everything that I mainly use. I did not touch this tractor at all because it is base game. And I mean, I don't know what this Kinsey is actually weighing in game for mass or anything, but I'm pulling a Kinsey 12 row through a plowed field and cultivated field that I'm not having any issue with it. So, really, to each their own on it, but I enjoy it. And if I absolutely have to, now that I remember what I did wrong with the tow chain, it comes with a tow chain that you can download from the creators and hook it to another tractor to get it out if you absolutely have to. But the biggest issue is the American style row crop tires. Aw, that's a shame. The American row crop style tires are too narrow to work with the mod. And if they would turn it down, like I said on my last stream, if they turned it down to make them work better, then you'd never get any sinkage on your big flotation tires or the tracks. Which, in my mind, you're not going to sink. You're just going to spin. So they need to adjust that a little bit in my mind, and then also, um, it would be fine by me. I don't know about you guys, but it'd be fine by me if they made it so the only time you really got stuck is when it was raining. I mean, really, that's the only time you're going to get stuck. And then if they made it so the lowland areas, the ravines and everything, held a little bit of water, or like they did back in 19. So yeah, you'd get stuck in there if you went out there a day or two after the rain. I mean, in my mind, that's how I would make the mod work, but that's me, and I can't speak for everybody. You know, Colton, I never really played Stone Valley. I never really even played that back in 19. I should go back and check it out, refresh myself on it. But I didn't know if he made the announcement. Did he send it into the mod hub already, or is he still waiting on that one? Ah, all right, I got you, Nightwolf. That I can understand. I mean, no, I think I have customs case combine in here. I don't think I picked up the uh Devo's case combine, but I do remember it from 19. It was a nice one. It was the one with the monster grain tank on it too, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. See, I mean, this is why I like REA tires because it's not too bad, but you're still getting some sinkage like you normally would, and I'm going to get a lot more off of the plow texture being down like this than I would if it was cultivated. But my tractor's busy elsewhere, so I'm just gonna not cultivate it, and I'm kind of testing it out myself to see what yield bonuses and everything I would get because I want to try to no-till into corn like you do in real life, but I don't know if it's going to be beneficial in game to even do it. Because I mean, once you hit bean stubble, I don't even plan on cultivating the bean stubble next year. You'll just no-till right into it with corn and be done with it. Oh, that's interesting, Clip. So I'm gonna have to try that because maybe that's somewhat of the issue with the quad track that I got there because it all depends on how they set those tracks up. Some guys put little wheels down there in the bottom with multiple wheels, or some guys just do one big wheel in the center of the track. So I haven't looked into the Lewis code of the REA tires to even know what they are looking for on the tire besides the width and everything. Let's see if that'll even change the texture. Aww, that ain't cool. Ah, thanks, H. Stone Valley. Was that the one he made 4X? Because the American Life one was. Am I even talking about the same creator? I can't think of his name off my top of my head right now. But I thought he did Stone Valley and American Life. Because if Stone Valley's the one I'm thinking of, I did play it, but that was. It bothered me because he had the concrete barriers in there, so you couldn't drive over the uh, grain leg to dump. You had to back in. A teleskid. What do you need that for? You got telehandlers. Good amount of flex in this planter. Oops. Not all the way to the edge. I just know Course gonna mess up because when I had Courseplay plowing this field, he messed up and got hung up on that fence down there all the time. So burn through it really quick. Chevy should be sitting at the farm with some fertilizer that I can put in the planter then. Hmm. Just looks blocky to me, so I don't know. I'll mess with it later. Oh, over the 2 hour mark. Let's see how long we can keep streaming here tonight. Oh, actually, H, if you're still here, what time do you plan on going? And what do you plan on streaming? I know, I thought you said it was Farm Sim, but I didn't know what map or anything. Where are you at, boys? Nobody in the chat anymore? Or is my system all messed up? Ah, so um give me 1 second here. I gotta switch something around because that's being annoying then if I can't see all that stuff. That was too much. Alright, so my biggest thing was I was looking through Streamlabs, which I think they're slightly behind. Oh, not that far behind though. And then I go through the YouTube studio part of it, and your guys' comments come up there a little bit before they come into the Streamlabs, so I'm back on the Streamlabs part of it. But Colton, that semi, yeah, it's actually the one on the lime tank. I'll show you when I get back up there, or the lime tender. That one would be from Farmstrong Modding. He had it back in 19 publicly released, and I converted it over to 22 and tweaked it a bit. Nothing crazy. I thought about putting that top wing back on or making it an option, store option. I just haven't done it yet. And I was messing around with it for the gear shifting and the engine brake noise and all that. So as of right now, it's a private convert, and I know he has plans on releasing his version of it that he took from my conversion and tweaked it and was adding more options to it. So you're going to have to wait for Farmstrong Modding on Facebook for that one. Unless, well, I would much rather everybody waits for his because my simple sound edit to it for the Jake break and all that, I can do that really quick. Or if he lets me do it for him for the public release, I'll have to talk to him. But he's going to have way better options on that truck, and it's not even my truck to release, so I'll talk to him about it and see what he says. I know the guy's been busy too in real life. But he puts out, if you guys are looking for some buildings and everything too, he has some really nice buildings out already. Oh boy. Down to 1% left of liquid fertilizer. Hmm. That keeps going on no matter what, huh? Alright. We're going to burn this up to the farm. Top it off. I wish I could see the rows a little bit better. See them better in cab? No. And I know I put 60 or put the multi-train angle in, but it still doesn't do me justice, I would say. I thought I did 32 angles. I thought I did. I could be completely wrong. No, I did 32 angles. But I just wish Giants would make it so the crops would grow in those rows then too. Because right now they just got it set up to be like a big hashtag. grow here, grow there. If you could actually have it set up so they're still um so they grow up around corners and everything the way you got them planted, that would be pretty sweet. Still at the line at the milk plant. Oh boy. How many trucks you got ahead of you? Some days that can be really slow. All right, where do I want to put this? Now I'll go down bottom of the line and figure everything else out. Oh boy. Power tools is still on. Super strength. All right, so this is the same truck that was in the thumbnail there, Colton. And Harry did a really good job with it. And then I can't remember who his friend was that brought it in game. They both did a really good job with it. There's plenty of options and everything on it. And the only difference between the one here and the one that is in the thumbnail is everything was chrome in the thumbnail. And this one I have blue for my blue farm. But all in all, well, no, I had the day cab on the one in the thumbnail. This one has the little coffin sleeper, so. And I got to be careful on where I'm at with it because sometimes it's just gonna absolutely kill your ears. Because I like a good jake brake sound. Frosted. I try to remember to turn it off. I try. But yes, license plates on a tractor should be non-existent. And we missed it. Alright, that's good. Now, this is my first time
actually using this trailer.
Oh, yeah. And it revs up the truck. I don't like that. Because that's the way it's going to sound. I haven't figured out my Jake brake thing with that yet.
So it's just a little goofy that
Sound comes on. Even when you're at an idle like that. I know. I have it set up
so it runs off the. Okay, so it's because I don't push my throttle with it. Interesting. Why would the game allow that then? Huh. I should just put it on a switch that you could turn it on and off.
Oh, that sounds like a fun day, though. Hear me out, Colton. I say it would be fun. I'm sure it's like everything else. You do it every single day. It might not sound as fun, but being a heavy equipment operator and everything, uh, I like to switch it up too. So, What are you talking about there, Frosted? Because I wasn't even watching my dollar amount. Was it really? Um, 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 um. Which one is that? Why can't I even remember? Finances. Oh, wait a second, Frosted. That one went right over my head. $1,000 a second because of diesel semi revved up. Yeah, yeah, I get that one. All right. Ooh, 84 feet. You can turn that down to 2, right? Okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty, ladies. I will be right back. I gotta go visit the. Aw, I went too wide. But I'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies. Sorry about that. I'm back. Um, what happened while I was gone? Yeah, put down a lot of lime. I see. Gee, Louise. And now I got to come back through and clean up the edges. And go back the other way. I know it might be a little overkill for the tractor and spreader, but this is what I got. I wonder how fast we can go with. Oh, only 12 mile an hour? Fair. That's fair. Why am... Okay, that's weird. I just have an issue with it picking up the sounds of the game because sometimes it'll pick it up no problem, and then other things I run, it is crazy loud. Then like this one, it is just really soft. Even in the cab, it's still not picking up the sound of the tractor. Yeah, I might have an option for that, but I'm not gonna get too carried away on it. I don't want to blow your guys' eardrums out. Oh, you got a milk tank? Wait, so you were just Colton? You were just on the milk tanker, and now you're going to your cattle pot tonight? Hmm, that changes things up. Oh yeah, only 19 mile an hour. All right, I want to just see how Giants did this. Ah, interesting. So the two little wheels you see at the front and back of the tractor, it might be a little hard for you guys, or front and back of the tracks. That is the actual wheels that the game is reading. And that is how Giants does it. So that more than likely is why tracks are so terrible on REA tires. Hmm. I should not have left the planter right there. I do a lot of things I should not do. Like forget to keep my corn dryer going. And now you guys can hear that semi. Oh, on your hopper right now. I got you. Give me a second. I gotta look at what other fields need lime. And of course, it's gonna take forever to load the map again, like always. Come on. All right, we get 108 done there. 113 will be next. Just move everything down there and let Courseplay do its thing. That won't be bad. I wish they made these tractors go a little bit faster. Everything always only goes 19 mile an hour. Unless you get a JBC or something. Yeah, the JBC. Yeah. What? Well, oh my God. JCB, JBCG. Yeah. All right, we're good. I'm holding on to it. Okay. That's what you get when I only get like 6 hours of sleep. Oh wow. I don't know where you live, Colton. I'm pretty sure the CDL restrictions are all the same, but isn't that a couple different endorsements there? I mean, well, no, Hopper. Do you have to have a different endorsement for the step deck, I guess? That's what I should be asking.
I'm just testing my work with because something doesn't match up. But I'm going to let it overlap a little bit here now with course play. Ah, all right, fair enough. All right, where am I at? And clear this course. That should be the last one that I had to get plowed. So I guess I could have put the TG on the fertilizer spreader, but or the lime spreader. But we're already done with it, so I'm going to run back and actually cultivate that field because I plan on putting soybeans in that one also. So I'll have one field that's plowed at soybeans and the other one that is just cultivated or vertical tilled with soybeans in it. And I'll be able to see what yield bonus I get out of it. Oh, that ain't so bad, Colton. I mean, when I was looking into it a few years back, getting into trucking, I wasn't necessarily the semis, but yeah, the price of trailers, price of semis. And I know now it's a little different, but to actually get people to pay a pretty penny is like pulling teeth. Oh, hey, I just remembered what I got to do. I just got to drop this ripper off, and since I didn't back in here like a fool, I drove in. All right, we're good. We're fine. You guys didn't see anything. Oh man, I really got to get those weights fixed. I messed them up in Blender when I put them in there and took them back out. Yeah, I don't like that. That's not cool either. Because I can't repaint this tractor for some reason. So that's like the huge thing I'm doing with it is testing. But I got to figure out why I can't repaint it. Probably because I leased it. Probably. Give me a second. I gotta look at that. No, it ain't leased. So yeah, that's a problem on my end that I'll have to get fixed. I think I could have done without the paint wearing off and everything like that the FS put in there, but all right. So the way I made this dryer system work, you got your augers and everything, and I slightly edited the trigger to the drying system just to make everything work a little better. But
I still have to do this.
to get it, okay, how can I turn the auger on if it's not even started?
Colton, about you, but down here, uh, we're having trouble finding enough truck drivers. So at least there's plenty of work around for it right now. Everybody's hungry for a trucker. So then now I'm just dumping it back into my silos, which technically I could make the whole system just dry the corn automatically. But then what fun would that be, you know? And then I think I got just a little bit of corn left in my grain bins here that needs to be dried. And this is corn from last season. So, I mean, I might not have a bunch of money right now, but it's because it's all sitting in these dang grain bins. It's still not going to be that much. I think that's only like a semi-load. Oh God, where is it at? There it is.
That's still too much. I think the drying system only holds 40,000. Yep, I went 1,000 too much. But I'll show you guys once I get this dumping into the dang auger. It's a tight squeeze for everything to work. Okay, come on. Oh, there it is. And I always go too far. Alright, there. Alright, let's see what the price
Be here. That's actual corn from in-game. Then you come down here. This is what I have for dry corn. And our prices are nothing right now. But June and July, they're going to hit sky high. Why doesn't that seem right? Oh, that's why. Because I got it set to hard. So my prices are way lower. But yeah, we will be fine with it.
I'm just going to dump the rest of this in here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So, Colton, the big thing right now, I don't need anything trucked. But the company I work for has plenty of trucks. And we are sitting pretty decent. We do heavy equipment, earth moving. We are sitting pretty decent. But, like the guys that have literally just a trucking service for like dump trucks in our areas and everything that we work, they have the trucks. Oh God, thanks Norton. They have the trucks and the equipment and everything. They just can't find the people to put in them to work. So it gets really hard for us to get a lot of our our work done when we're sitting there waiting for somebody to come in, relying on the on-road dump trucks and stuff like that, side dumps, dump trucks. I hear it from everybody. They say they can't find workers. They can't find people that are willing to put in the 12-hour days. I know the trucks are a little bit different, but it's still like, are you kidding me? People just don't want to work anymore. How do we get it to this point? Alrighty. That's the field right in front of me here. Yeah, pretty much. It would be like when we need rock on a job because we do uh, roads, like highways, interstates. When we need rock, or say we gotta import dirt to the job because there's not enough dirt on there or whatever. That's usually when we call in another trucking company with all tandem dump trucks or side dumps to help us out. And they're the ones that have been really complaining about finding workers. So they get to pick and choose who's ever going to pay more that day. They will send all their trucks that they got to them. And whatever's left is what you get. But It's not a bad time to have your CDL or a dump truck or a truck and trailer. All right, where am I at? Let's see if the Chevy gets stuck on this hill. Okay. Oh, we're good. We're good. What side's the trigger on this one?
Oh, nice. It's not on one side or the other. It's just extra big one straight in the center. All right, we're good. We're refueling, filling. Yeah, I hear you, Colton. I know exactly what you're saying because I would I'm actually sitting on my CDL permit just before they changed that law, and I got to go do the driving test and everything yet, and they got such a backlog waiting on getting everybody else trained in front of me. So it's like middle of the year here before I can get to do it. But that is the whole reason behind it,
It is because there's going to be so many opportunities for truck drivers.
that I just wanted to secure my CDL, and especially since that law was changing in the state of Iowa, anyways, I wanted to secure it too. But I mean, it doesn't matter where you live if you got construction going on or even farmers around you and you got your own rig, you're going to be set. It just makes it a little more difficult for us as a contractor then to be able to get our projects done when we want. We just got to schedule it closer. So that's all it comes down to. Nothing big. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking I need to download another game besides iRacing. What do you guys suggest for computer games besides ATS and FS and iRacing? Those three I already know about pretty well. I mean, I'm looking for more of a, well, obviously Forza wouldn't be that bad, but I just don't want to get into Forza right now. What other like simulation games, racing games, what do you guys suggest? Oh, hold on to it. Oh, not even paying attention again. Don't worry, I got it. Ah, yeah, Colton. It You're hustling, man. Because I'm right on the fence there too, so it's one of those situations where I think I could pick up a second job here and be able to kick my own company off, but I played NASCAR Heat on console. That wasn't bad. Oh, I just thought of something. Have you guys played that Tony Stewart dirt track game? Was that any good? Now I gotta remember which one's my markers. Get my first pass done here, and then I can use the markers. Oh god, why did I forget which button it was so quick? Yeah, I think, in my opinion, I think iRacing for dirt track is better than that game would be. I know it's for console, but always tied up. That's all I gotta say, Colton. Man, that's a plus. It's a lot of work, but that's a huge plus that they're all tied up. Let's see if I can swing this around without hitting that fence. Doubt it. Actually, this tractor turned sharper than I thought. Not a bad little tractor. One more pass and this little part's done. Perfect. good amount of bounce to the field too. Alright. I'm just debating on what I want to put all these crops in because of the growth and everything. I don't know if I want to do it all the same day or what, but I haven't heard anything out of that lime spreader either from Courseplay, so I guess I better go check on that one. Because this field should be cultivated here soon, and then I can put it straight to soybeans also. Yeah. I didn't hit the clutch. Leave me alone. Oh, that'd be why. And I don't think that's going to be enough to get that field done, so I better send this up to the co-op quick. We'll put corn back over here in this field. That'd be the perfect thing to go with right now. And I do have plans to run cattle on this farm at some point, but they'll just be beef cows. So therefore, uh, I happened to say it just before you said it, Colton. I do plan on running cows on this one, but they're beef, and I plan on only feeding them silage and hay. So with that, I will only be doing silage bales, not actually chopping any corn. Keep it at a minimum. The blue farm here, my main goal with it was to keep it focused mainly on crops. And this farm on Westby here, you're not going to have any milk come out of this animal. Oh, come on, jump the fence. Out of this animal pen, anyways. They got it turned off. So I can stick some beef cows in there and be just fine. And I think I should be able to have no problem getting away with feeding them just the silage bales and stuff. Now, since Courseplay doesn't like fields with curves and whatnot in it, and it does it straight up and down, I'm just going to zing through this quick. It won't take me that long. And then, Colton, just so you know, my red farm, that's the big dairy farm. I just got to switch back to it. At one point, I just focused on this blue farm all of a sudden out of nowhere and forgot about the red farm. I should go do some spraying contracts since I got that John Deere sprayer. I'm really waiting for custom modding and all Carl Farms and Caceres modding to get their red project sprayer done. That would be nice to have. I'm pretty sure they're doing the Patriot again. Could be wrong, but it's supposed to have the lime spreader on it too. Back order. Oh, you gotta love back order, right? I literally, oh God, what did I just wait for? We've been fighting issues all the way along through with the back orders and people not being able to work and stuff for the past how many years. But at least we're on the climb out of the pandemic, so that's a huge plus. Oh wow, creeping up on 3 hours here. Yeah, I hear you, Frosted. NEFG is usually pretty good about doing blue equipment. I haven't really been keeping track on what he's all got going on here lately and what he plans on doing in 22, but NEFG is a good guy to follow too on Facebook. Actually, he made a lot of the blue equipment, and then Dinez Farms or Dinez Modding is the one converting a bunch of NEFG's stuff from 19 and 22. And I thought this was his tractor when I converted it, but I was way wrong. This isn't even NEFG's tractor, so I'll have to go back and hunt down his tractor and actually convert that for myself or help Tyson out with it, who runs Dinez Modding, and get a proper TG Series New Holland in. This one isn't bad, but I have a few issues with it that I gotta fix. One's the painting, can't repaint it. Alright, where's my semi? There it is. I should have used the field calculator, seen how much lime that field was going to take, so I don't overbuy some. Alright, so I'm going to send this one to the field. What one was that? Field 114? Why'd I put 118 down? Oh well. Should be able to make it. And then now I gotta find that tractor again. The only issue, Colton, with making maps for all platforms is they have to stay at 1x with consoles. So they're not the big 4x like I'm playing on here. And then the other thing it would, especially out of Larson Farms, would be the licensing or license to Larson Farms to create that. Would they get sued over it or something? I'm not sure. So that would be a big question there that I can't answer. And then I mean, a 1X isn't that bad in size, but once you get used to playing a 4X, let me figure it out. So Westby was fat right there. This little square right here in a 1X. So by the time you zoom out and you got all of this map to play on, that's a 4X map. That's huge. It is a little off tilted. Oh, that's weird. Hmm. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, an Iowa farm there, Frosted. I hear you. Someday I'll get mine done. Someday. I should be working on it right now, but I got a few other projects in line, and then also the amount of time I don't have to be modding. Wait. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're gonna stay there. What the heck was it? Oh, the sprayer. Well, we'll just go with that. F30. No, no. I just got to get the learn how to do the buildings in Blender there, Frosted, so I can get a couple farms built, and then I should have time this summer to learn Blender a little bit and figure that out. Why does that look like soybeans? They're withered, and they're gonna stay withered.
They're not going to replant them to anything. Is the game that weird? Come on, load. Interesting. Unless it's, I know we got a bunch of different growth seasons and everything, or stages and everything on Westby like this. But I thought the NPC would actually replant that stuff. Interesting. Ooh, Colton, you got a fall sale barn cattle tonight? Those are some big cows.
Tracks. Field 100.
Should be right around it.
Right there. Eh. I don't know. We'll get back. I'll do some contracts eventually.
Oh yeah, that's right. But as of right now, I mean, I passed the 3 hour mark already. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, Colton. I'm right there with you, man. I worked all winter too, and yeah, this little week off I got here is not bad at all, but it's not near enough. Just got to remember to take vacation, take a breather. But anyhow, guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for chatting with me. And I'm going to be hopping off the stream here. If you guys are looking to watch somebody else, check out Large H on YouTube here tonight. He'll be streaming also. I'm not sure what he plans on streaming tonight, but uh, I know he plans on being up tonight. So maybe I'll join in on him if he does FS and whatnot and help him out there too. But once again, thanks for joining on my stream and enjoy your day.